Hey yo, what you pulling up? No.
Pull Up Podcast. What you sipping on? This is Tony.
This is Ty.
This is me. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you already know who it is. It's your boy, Rob, aka No Mojo, aka King of the Trail, aka Wave Guy, aka Franco James, aka Soldier Simp. What's going on?
All right. We got the original game back together. Coming back. So this week on the podcast has been really interesting. A lot of things have been going on. Most notably, MF Doom's, the news of MF Doom's untimely passing, which just got released to us. As he it's believed that he passed in October.
Yeah.
But hey, I know you probably don't got time to watch this whole thing, so check out our TikTok for clips and highlights of this video. Now back to the episode. We're just not getting the news on that. So, RIP MF Doom. Before we get into the main topic of our podcast, because we're just gonna mostly focus on MF Doom and his impact on hip hop. But before that, we're gonna talk about just a couple of things that's been going on. So if you don't know, if you were around the same age as us, Flash games were a big thing when we were younger.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So sites like Mini Clip and even just searching, free online games or something like, free games or something that like it would come up. You come up like Congregate and Mini Clip and
Addicting Games.
Right. Addicting Games, addictinggames.com.
Cool math games when you was at school.
Yeah. There's no math games on there.
Hey, it was no math games on cool math games.
Oh, really? I thought it was just a math game site.
Like, no.
I never been
It was
there.
a few, but most of them wasn't.
The vast majority of them had nothing to do with math.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I never went on that site because I was like, I don't want to play no math games.
But it was like, what was that monkey game called?
Monkey game.
Where it's like a tower defense and you got the super monkeys and stuff.
Oh, Bloons Tower Defense.
Yeah, Balloons Tower Defense was on cool, man. That has nothing to do with math.
That's nothing.
Okay. Yeah, so Adobe, the company that runs the Flash player, that runs on a majority of websites, no longer supports it. So any game that ran Flash player, I don't know what's gonna happen. So I guess they're gonna shut down. They're gonna lose support for their games unless they maybe switch to a different, engine, maybe Unity. But
I don't know. It's gonna go into legacy mode, I guess.
maybe we'll see what happens. But as of now, there's no more Flash games, and that's unfortunate. There's a whole generation of kids out there, kids younger than us that will never get to really experience, what it is, especially when you're sitting in class bored, elementary school, middle school, or maybe you just have time off, off your lesson or whatever. You're on the computer lab. Won't be able to go to that.
Bro, you remember like when we used to be in school and it would you'll go to the computer lab and then like the teachers would be like, oh yeah, you guys can play games for like 30 minutes or whatever. You have like games. Bro, that used to be so fun, bro.
Everybody would be on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it don't really matter too much nowadays. Kids, they're on Instagram, they're on TikTok, so I don't even think the young kids probably
They're probably not even gonna care.
They probably won't even care. But I mean, to us, it's just nostalgia of playing those Flash games.
Some good games, some good
There
Flash
are some good games, there's some that got millions and millions of plays.
Yeah, like I remember there was this one game. It was like it's called like Don't Look Back, and like I don't know if you ever heard it's like an old Greek story, but like it basically goes through the story, but it's like in 8-bit. Style, but it was really cool because you basically go through the underworld and then you go find the soul of the person who died, but as you're going back through the underworld, but you can't look back. It was a really cool concept for a game. So that's just one game that I remember. But I mean, there's a lot of cool games that I found. There's that one Achievement Unlocked. I don't know if you ever played that, but that was...
I never heard of that.
You never heard of Achievement Unlocked?
I haven't heard of that.
You just unlock every achievement in the game and see how fast you can do it. It was a lot of fun. So there's a lot of really cool, unique games.
What was that zombie game we used to play, Anthony? It was and they were blocks. They were like kind of boxy.
Oh.
What was that game called? That game was fun.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called.
Another one, Mini Clip or Y8 or whatever.
Mini Clip. Yeah, if you wanted to play you know, if you wanted like safer games to play, you know, a little more kid friendly than, you know, Mini Clip, Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network used to buzz.
Yeah, they did. They had
As a
some-
matter of fact, I don't think Cartoon Network ran Flash. I think they just ran something else.
Yeah,
Bro, I was on like the Wayback Machine, like it was like some weeks ago. I was looking at the site back when back in like when it was like early 2000s. Like I don't think the site even had like games on it. It was like crazy. It was weird. Like I don't even know what you do on the site at that point.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Well, the Wayback Machine is a good place to go to just to check out like old websites or websites that like had content that you used to, you know, engage with, but it's not on there anymore. Yeah, so I mean, it's a good place for archival stuff.
Oh, it was another game on Cartoon Network. You remember that show that Andre 3000 had on Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
Hey, that was a good show, bro.
was a really good
That was a good show. It was like, and you can make, it was like basically
You
like
could
a
make-
DAW.
Yeah,
it was like
DAWs.
a video game version of a digital audio workstation.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
used
can
to
make
play
your
that
own music. I used to add so many songs on there, boy. They used to slap too.
I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember the name of the
forgot.
show either. It was like, I remember the themes. I was like, nah, something like that. Yeah,
That was a really good show,
was-
bro.
that was a
To
good
like
show.
get kids playing music and stuff. That's dope.
I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even really know who Andre 3000 was at the time.
I didn't know he
neither.
was. I just know because they kept mentioning his name. Like, Andre 3000, you know.
Cause that started me playing music. I mean, that started me making music, bro. Like on that app, like it was so easy on that game. Like it was so easy to make music.
Cartoon Network had another game. It's called Cartoon Tunes. It was an older version of basically the same thing, but it's just like different Cartoon Network sounds and music from different shows that you could like put together and sound clips and all that, and just make your own beats. But
I
yeah,
think I remember that.
that Andre 3000 one was fun. That was a fun
You
game.
remember Fusion Fall?
Fusion Fall. Yeah.
I never really got to play that one, man.
You didn't?
Nah, I didn't really get to play that one.
That was probably like the first. I was like the first. One of the first MMOs I ever played.
Yeah, we used to play that
Fusion Fall.
at the library.
They had a code name Kids Next Door one. That was a pretty big MMO at the time.
They did?
Yep. I remember too because I watched the commercial. As soon as I got home from school, like I made an account and I had to download it, and it took all night to download. You know, I up until the next day till I got out of school again is when I could play it. And then my computer was old, so it ran real slow and laggy. Yeah, I remember those days, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? RIP Flash Player.
R.I.P.
It's still gonna be around for a while. I mean, you're still gonna be able to like do Flash stuff. So it's not gonna be totally dead. It's still gonna be in it's gonna be in legacy mode. Like I said, they're just not gonna update anything.
Right. Other news, Lil Boosie can walk again. I think in episode at 19, we mentioned that Bill Cosby was giving him thanks. You know, what was it thank you
Shout him
Thursdays?
out,
Yeah, so yeah, he was in the, I forget what happened to him, but he was in the hospital because he couldn't really
got
walk.
shot.
He got shot?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was like 2 rappers that got shot in the same week. Like Boosie got shot, and I think was it Benny the Butcher that got shot? Somebody else, like in a Walmart parking lot too. There was another rapper, like they both got shot in the same like time frame. Boosie and I can't exactly remember who, but that's tough.
Yeah, I mean, you know, good thing he can walk again. Boosie been wilding lately, so that may have been karma, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he said a lot of weird stuff, man.
Mike Tyson kind of humbled him though.
Did he?
He was pressing him hard. He was pressing Boosie hard on his podcast.
It was on his podcast,
Yeah.
I mean, who's really gonna like, you know, argue back with Mike Tyson?
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm
You know?
not. He was like, "Are you gay or whatever?" Because he was like, "Why do you care so much about Dwayne Wade's, them? I don't know, it's his daughter, right?"
Yeah, it's just,
So yeah, he was pressing him hard on there. So he, but yeah, I don't know. It's good that he can walk again though. He was like he was on a little scooter. Was he on a scooter or was he in a wheelchair? I think he was in a wheelchair.
I think I saw a picture of him in the wheelchair. Yeah. If you haven't been paying attention, I mean, or maybe you have, you know that Bobby Shmurda's team has been slowly getting released from jail. So,
Yes, sir.
you know, who's out now? I can't remember.
Rowdy Rebel.
Rowdy. and there was another one.
I don't know.
That came up before him, but yeah, like their sentences are up. Is it? Do you know the exact situation? Like, is their sentence up, or are they are they getting off early?
I don't know.
I don't know the exact details.
Story.
They said Bobby Shmurda might get out in February.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I mean, what was that, a year ago? They were saying, he might get out.
He was supposed to get out like
Christmas,
yeah, he was.
I think I heard. I did hear that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you guys think that like him getting out, like, how do you think that's going to affect the hip hop community? Anthony thinks it's not going to affect it though.
I don't think it's going to affect it that much.
Y'all crazy.
I think he'll drop it. He'll probably drop a hit or two. He'll probably drop a couple hits. But he's not. It's not like when Gucci got out of jail. Like, he had like 1 or 2 hits and then he went to jail. Gucci had been out for like some years.
Right.
He was a really big. Like, people were saying like he made like huge waves in the community. People were saying like he's like the death of hip hop and all this. But like he had this huge fan base and then he just went off to jail. He came back, dropped the album and it like blew up. Bobby Shmurda had like 2 songs.
Exactly.
The thing was he was carrying the year on his back. I can't. When did Hot Nigga come out? It was like 2016,
it was
right?
something like that.
He carried that year on his back, man.
I guess like he had some hype, but like I don't know. When he gets out, he'll probably drop a song. He'll probably get some hype.
I feel like he put New York on the map, bro. Come on, bro.
This is the thing. The industry has changed in the years that he's been in jail. So I don't really see what type of an impact he can have. The sound has changed. The New York artists that are out now aren't the same when, Bobby Shmurda was out, on the streets. You've had guys like Pop Smoke, and I mean, he's been out for quite some time, but I'm saying like his unique sound is what people sort of gravitated to, still 6ix9ine situation. Bobby Shmurda was then. I just don't see how he's going to fit in with, the guys that are out now.
You don't gotta fit in.
Maybe you adapted.
Not fit in, but how's he gonna adapt? That's a better word.
Maybe he did. Maybe he listened to like stuff in jail. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. I don't know.
They let you listen to music in jail?
They got some way.
Bro, they got phones
they be on
and stuff.
They be on Instagram. They do. They got IG Live in jail. Yeah, I don't see how
they be on live. Them dudes be on live in the cell.
Yeah, I don't see like Robert said. He's only had like 2 hits, and it was just a bunch of hype for real. It was good hype music, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. There's nothing in it really. There's no substance. Any songs with any substance.
Substance as in what?
Like he had, what was his other song?
He had Hot Nigga,
Bobby Bitch.
Bobby Bitch.
That was fire.
That's my theme song.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, again, club hits, club bangers. You know what I'm saying?
We need them.
Other than that, do we?
We do.
I mean, how many people we got making them already though? Like that seems like a pretty saturated market.
Right.
But like I said before, like nobody wants. Like I said in the last podcast, nobody wants to go to the club and listen to Logic or like Lyrical.
I mean, yeah. You got a point, but I don't know.
That's true.
I feel like his contribution, again, like I said, in the last podcast episode, his contribution to hip hop is just another club banger.
Y'all think the club banger market is saturated with artists?
Yes.
I think so. That's like where most people go.
90% of artists are just
most
make
new
club
artists.
hits.
Yeah, most new artists. It's straight where they go because that's where the popular music is.
All right. So if you want, anytime you turn on 2K,
because I feel like when you go to the club, like they play the same songs. It's not a lot.
Yeah, I mean they
Everybody don't make it to the club. Everybody make club bangers, but they don't make it to the club.
Yeah, man. Like you said, like not everyone makes it to the club, not everyone makes it to the radio. So that's where I feel Bobby might go. I mean, he has the potential to get there, to get to the radio, to get to the club, but I feel like that's about it. He's not going to show up in my Spotify recommendations.
He might show up in mine. I'll listen
Man,
to
don't be
some.
on mine. Alright, it's alright when he drops a banger and you rocking your head to it when it comes out.
Nah, I'll be straight. I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, I don't know. Don't really care for Bobby Shmurda too much.
I like a couple songs.
Free
I'm
Bobby
not a fan.
Shmurda, man.
Yeah, free Bobby Shmurda.
I mean, free him, but
yeah.
I ain't.
I don't even know what he did. What did he do?
They kind of snitch. Like,
Just racketeering, right?
I don't know.
Right here.
Isn't that what they got him on?
I don't know exactly what that is.
Just I'm not even gonna explain it because I'm
Free him because he didn't snitch.
Don't.
Free him because he didn't snitch.
whatever.
Y'all seen that Lil Uzi told you know that song Corvette like you know that song.
No.
Well, Uzi did a verse on. It's like a popular TikTok song. Uzi did a verse on that, and then Uzi told the kid, he's like, "Yeah, take my verse off because he snitched." And he snitched. The thing was, he snitched when he was like 14. I'm like, dang.
14.
Yeah.
Dang,
He was like 14 when he snitched. He was like, take my verse off that song.
how old is this kid now?
Take it serious.
I don't know, maybe like 21, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how old he is.
Yeah. Uzi about it. He's letting y'all know. He's letting y'all know.
Everybody was trying to clown Uzi because like, oh, Uzi's not in the streets like that. I'm like, it's the principle. It don't even matter. It's about the principle. Like, especially like, you know, people of our skin tone. No, not skin tone. People of our race, right? We take the principle very serious. Like, dudes take the principle of things very serious. Like, the principle of not snitching. Like, if you roll dice with some dudes, right? If you go roll dice with some dudes, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm putting up this amount of money. It could be $1. You know what I'm saying? It could be 50 cents. But if you don't pay them the money, it's about the principle. They don't really necessarily care about the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember it was some dudes at school. They were about to fight over like a $5 dice game. But it's like, it's not about the $5. It's the principle. Like, they take that serious.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'll just let it go. That's just me.
He was like, hey man, give my money. And he converted it to, he's like, bro, all you gotta do is just five. He was like 5 singles, and he converted it into quarters too. He was like, I forgot what he said. He was like 40 quarters. That's all you gotta do, bro. Or something like that.
Quick math.
That's about the principle.
All right.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a little harsh though. He was like kind of young.
Yeah.
What we got?
Anyway, speaking of artists, rappers with substance, you know, RP, my guy, MF Doom. Again. Doom's impact. What do you guys think Doom's impact was? Like, who specifically do you think he impacted, or what generation, or, you know?
I mean, I think it really. I think he really said it best. He's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Yeah, so he, you know, he really influenced a lot of people that's out now. Even people who's been out for a while. I mean, people from like, I don't know, who got started like in the late 2000s, I guess. You know, people like, I don't know, like the Big Crits, Action Bronson, Kendrick Lamar, just anybody.
It's crazy how they all know about him too.
They all know.
I remember I was watching, like, I used to watch like random videos of like how artists created their hits, and I was watching this Ty Dolla $ign when he was like going through his records, and he had some Doom records, and I'm like, Ty Dolla $ign, this is the Doom? Like, I was like, wow. And I just kept, every time I watched like interviews or like some kind of like how they made songs, I saw that these people that made Doom, like even Drake, I remember a while ago he posted like a Doom lyric in like one of his captions. I'm like, bro, they all listen to Doom. Tyler, you know, Earl, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah, man. Anybody who was like a student of the game at all, they know who Doom is. I would say anybody who really wanted to be like a great rapper, or like really wanted to like work on their craft, they know who Doom is, because like he's like one of the most unique people to, you know, be in the game.
Who would you compare like Doom to like basketball wise.
Doing basketball
he
wise?
like everybody like he's such a foundational player, but like he's kind of underrated and not a lot of people know about him.
He's underrated, but he got like his own style.
Yeah, and people copy it.
I don't know.
That's hard. I was just thinking about. I was gonna say like Robert Horry because he has a lot of rings, but it's like not a lot of people know about Robert Horry. But do people really study his game like that?
Let's say Sean Marion, but like nobody Sean Marion doesn't influence everybody. Nobody emulates Sean Marion.
Put that in the comments. What do you guys? What
y'all think? Let us know.
That's
like,
tough.
Yeah, that is a good like.
Because I would say I almost wanted to say Kobe, but like Kobe was very like out in the open.
Kobe's like one of the biggest like of all time. That would be like more like Jay-Z. Kobe would be like a Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe he's Draymond.
Kawhi. No, a lot of people know about Kawhi.
Yeah,
he's not underrated. But when he was on the Suns, when he was on the Suns in the finals and nobody knew about Kawhi, I would say like that early Kawhi.
Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs Kawhi.
Yeah.
What did I say before? Did I say Spurs?
Suns.
I said Suns. I meant Spurs. I meant Spurs. But yeah, I would say like early Spurs Kawhi.
We get flamed in the comments.
Yeah,
Kawhi was on the Suns.
It's just crazy to me how, you have all these artists coming out and saying, the death of Emma Doom, how much it impacted them, how much they knew. When I looked it up, almost every major like blog, hip hop blog, even like Vice, had an article on MF Doom passing. I was like, wow, like, because to me, I've always thought of Emma Doom as an underground guy, even though he's not really underground like that, but he's just not really like mainstream. He's never wanted to be mainstream.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, I was a little, in a weird way, I was a little happy to see all these articles talking about MF Doom. And
that is kind of cool to see everybody talking about
I was as well.
Yeah, because, I mean, he's just a guy I haven't listened to for such a long time. Way back, what was that? I think high school, like freshman year, when I first heard about MF Doom.
I think I was like a sophomore in high school when I started listening to him. Listening to Food. Yeah, that was the first one I listened to. Yeah.
Legendary. I think, let's see. Let's talk a little bit about our favorite MF Doom albums. Let's see. Of course.
I haven't heard them all. I like Operation Doomsday. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
From what I've heard. Well, should I say Operation Doomsday? I would say yeah. That's the one I like the most all the way through, but I don't know if my favorite songs. Actually, no. My favorite Doom song probably is on Operation Doomsday. I don't know. Mad Villain's really good.
Yeah, I like Mad Villain.
Food is really good.
Food.
Man, I remember standing there washing dishes, listening to Food like so many days. I can't tell you how many times I listened to that album.
I listen to that album a lot. Some of my favorite tracks on that are Whole Cakes. I was listening to that earlier today. Beef Rap, all caps.
It's like 3 skits in the middle.
Yeah. So all right, man, I'm just gonna go get something to eat real quick. What was that one on?
Yeah, that was a good skit.
That was.
I like that. But some of the other skits I don't really care for too much. It's kind of like there's a lot of like fluff in the tracks. But I'd say my favorite albums were.
It's for the beats, though. That's what you listen for. You listen for the beats when you listen to the skits. So. Man. That's what you listen to.
I liked Operation Doomsday was my favorite because that was the first one I heard when I first listened to MF Doom. Operation Doomsday. I like Born Like This. Born Like This has my favorite song by MF Doom. But that's my second favorite album. And then what's another one? I guess Mad Villainy would probably be like the third. It's just MF Doom has such a unique personality in rap, just based on his own circumstances. You know, he lost his brother and his friend, and that just, I guess, that really had an effect on him. And you could hear that in his music. Before, when he was Zev Love X, he had a completely different personality when him and his brother and his friend were in that rap group. But when they died, he just, I guess he just felt like exactly like Dr. Doom. He felt betrayed. He felt outcast, and he puts a mask on, and He never shows his face. Talks about, when you spell my name, all caps, giving me that respect. And it all just created this unique persona with MF Doom. So that guy. And then he just has this like rich, gravelly voice.
Yeah.
And his word scheme
Cadence.
is crazy. Yeah, his cadence and his word scheme is just crazy. Like, I think there's a couple of videos where you can just watch lyric videos and they'll highlight like all the alliteration and the rhymes, and you could just see the technicality of his rapping is something I've never seen before, and he's my favorite rapper. He's number one. Yeah, he's number one.
Okay.
I wonder, like, in his pen game process, like,
how
is he just coming up with all these rhyme schemes and alliterations and similes?
I bet he was one of those guys where he's just like sitting there watching a TV show, and then he hears a word and he's like, oh, boom, 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 and like I know what's his name, like who's the guy Wu-Tang, Old Dirty Bastard. Like, he didn't even listen to rap. He's like, I listen to jazz music.
I remember. He's like, I like soul.
I like soul music.
Aretha Franklin and stuff.
I feel like those guys are some of the greatest artists, MCs especially, because they don't even pay attention to rap. Like, it just comes to them. They don't gotta listen to another rapper or listen to rap, a beat or whatever, and trying to come up with these lyrics. It just flows for them.
Yeah, it's what makes you unique. You're not copying off of anybody else. You're doing your own thing.
You're 100% original.
Yeah.
So, MF Doom, a legend.
Yeah, we gotta bring up the fact that like he had some fire beats too, man. Like he was.
That's true.
He was a really good producer.
Yeah, man. He's got a bunch of just instrumental
tapes.
Tapes.
Yeah, man.
Remember, we were listening to, and like, if you guys are heavy Doom fans, a lot of people already know, but get the vinyl, bro. Because I remember we listened to the vinyl version and the regular version, and it just did not hit the same, bro. Like,
I've never heard the vinyl.
Spotify's got the complete, I'm looking at Spotify right now. For Operation Doomsday, they got the complete version, and the complete version has like some of the vinyls. They got the 12-inch versions of the song on here, and you can hear like just the like some background recording, like him in the studio. You hear people like laughing or whatever, talking, and he starts spitting, and it's a lot slower, but it's richer and it hits a lot harder. Lyrics hit harder than the the digital version. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. I mean, I gotta get a record player.
Yeah, we're gonna gotta cop a record player.
Yeah, gotta get some vinyls. I've been saying that for a long time.
Me too.
Gotta get some vinyls. There's a record store not too far from us too.
Yeah, because I remember. Yeah, we gotta get up our vinyl collection. But I just remember, like, I used to think it was cap. Like when people would be like, "Oh, vinyl sounds better." I'm like, bro, that's old technology. What are y'all talking about? But it's like, I remember I listened to Prince's album on vinyl at our record player at home. And bro, like, it was like love that song. I Want to Be Your Lover. Like, I played that song and I listened to it on my phone on Spotify. It's not the same, bro. Like the vinyl, it's a lot warmer. It's a little slower. I feel like
it's definitely a little slower, but it's like perfect. It's not too slow. It's just right. It's almost like natural conversation speed. And I think that's what really makes it sound well. I understand why like audiophiles and people who really like vinyls
crate diggers
really like vinyl so much. I get it now. I can see. Yeah, man. Definitely, if you're new to MF Doom, maybe you're just not hearing about all of this, go check them out on Spotify. Like, I encourage you. You can listen to those albums, those 3 that I just named. Those are nice intro albums for people just finding out about MF Doom. And then, from there, like, just like me, like a couple years ago, from there, I just straight in. I was listening to everything from him.
Me too. So let's talk about the whole gatekeeping thing. I think that's what they're calling it. Like, because I saw a post on TikTok. It was this guy. And then he was like on his phone and then he saw that MF Doom. So he was kind of like mimicking what people were doing. Like he saw a post on like Instagram. It said MF Doom dies. And he hurry up, went real quick, went on Safari, typed in who was MF Doom, blah, blah, blah. And then he took a screenshot of like MF Doom, posted on Snapchat, RIP or whatever. I'm like, bro, it's like, okay, like even if people are doing that, it's like at least they're paying respect to like one of our favorite artists. Like I'm not tripping on people listening to MF Doom now because he passed or whatever. Like it's okay. At least they're paying respect to an artist that you like. Like all the people out there, like, oh, you weren't listening to MF Doom, you only listen to him because he's dead. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's like, okay, bro. Okay, a lot of us got put on the MF Doom years after. Like people like my dad knew about MF Doom and his group like back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's way like if you're my age or our age saying that, I've been on Doom. Like, no, bro, you got onto him late. Right. he been rapping, bro.
Right before you were born. So
right.
I don't see the point of that. I mean, I used to kind of feel that way, especially when we had these other artists die. What's the artist that just like I can't remember. What's the guy from Cali?
Dude from Cali. I can't think of what you're thinking of.
Oh my god! Why can't we not remember this?
He's from Cali.
Yeah, I don't know if he's from Cali, but the rapper that just besides Juice WRLD, who
X was X?
No.
He's from Florida.
Duck.
Is he from California? Big beard, cornrows.
Oh, Nipsey
Hussle, bro. Come on, guys. Yeah, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, there's a lot of that. When Nipsey died, like y'all was listening to Nipsey, y'all just got put on.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, in my head, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go listen to Nipsey now. I mean, I have heard of him before. I've listened to his music before in the past, but I never really like cared for him too much. I'm like, yeah, man, all these people like going on listening to Nipsey. And I'm like, man, why am I even thinking like this? It should be good that people go back and listen to this artist because now they may have discovered someone they like.
Yeah. So, I'm not about to like go. I'm not about to like be on somebody about like going to listen to like MF Doom now.
Yeah.
Because like it's been multiple rappers who died recently who I never heard of them until after they died, and I had never heard any of their music. I didn't go listen to their music until they died. So I'm not about to get on somebody else about that. Because like I had never heard a Pop Smoke song until after he died. Never heard a Juice WRLD song. I'm sure I'd heard a Juice WRLD song, but I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, I knew about Juice WRLD, but I didn't know about Pop Smoke. I didn't know about Nipsey.
Yeah, I knew about Nipsey, but I just never went and listened to any of his music.
Yeah, same.
So I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think you should definitely go check out these artists. Especially if you just heard about them because they might got some songs that you like.
And some of these artists are so niche. Like I feel like the only reason why I knew about Juice WRLD early on was because he was blowing up in my area. That's the only reason. Like everybody at school was talking about him because he went to one of the surrounding schools. So it's like if it wasn't for that, I would never known about him. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe if we were from California, we would know about Nipsey Hussle. But it's like
definitely. Same thing for Pop Smoke. Like like I said a couple months ago on one of our earlier episodes of the podcast, I felt like Pop Smoke was sort of like he was very niche, and I felt like he was kind of like a local legend. Everyone there knows about him. And they just sort of put him on the map because they support him so much. So that's kind of why he, of course, and because of his talent, and that's kind of why he blew up like that. But I never heard of him until he died, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stop being gatekeepers to hip hop. You don't run the hip hop game. Stop doing that. I don't understand what's the appeal in that.
And there's so many people in this world, bro. So many, like, there's probably some cold artists out there that we don't know, like some cold rapper that we don't know about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all right.
Everybody just like if you're just now listening to Doom, like go listen to Doom. Like don't listen to these. Like if you're a true Doom fan and you're telling people, oh, don't listen to him now because he's dead. That's the only reason why. Like you're not a true fan.
You're definitely not helping at all. Because I mean, that new fan could probably go on to be a great artist. He could probably be influenced by Doom. Like yeah, man, I found out about Doom, unfortunately, when he passed, but he really inspired me to, rap this way and, or sing this way. And I think that's great. Like I said before, we need new artists. Like I'm ready to hear a new sound, especially from Chicago. And we've reiterated this point plenty of times by now. But I'll say it again. I'm ready to hear a different sound coming from Chicago. And
Facts.
if it's MF Doom inspired, I think that's great. So.
And some of y'all are saying RIP Doom and posting it, but y'all not putting it in all caps.
Oh yeah.
So make sure you put it in all caps.
Make sure you can spell his name in all caps. Right. That's about it. We got for you guys a short episode. Just wanted to touch on that real quick. I'll probably come back next week with something. Other than that, let us know in the comments what you guys think. We've gotten a lot of views, especially on the episode of Pierre's interview. LLT PB3, my bad. You guys did a great job, watching that. We got a lot of positive comments. Just comment to my texts and whatnot, DMs about people liking that. So let us know what you guys think of how we're doing. If you like the whole setup we got going on here, this is all pretty new for us. We're still trying to get it right. So if you see like some of the lighting looks kind of weird, apologies for that. But other than that, it's been another episode of Pull Up Podcast. We will catch you guys next week.
Next week.
Peace.